All right, it's Justin Bradley here with Sportswire. We're here down in North Scranton at the Junior Vikings facility. We're here with the I-team coach, George Palomas. I-team coach, you name it. This guy is the announcer extraordinaire for the ACCJFL North Scranton Junior Vikings. George, thank you for the warm welcome down here. Your facilities, your coaches have all kind of opened up their arms to Sportswire to come on down here. Huge welcoming. So tell us a little bit about what you're excited right now for going into this season.
I'll tell you now, going into this season, we have filled out each roster, both football players and cheer, on week 2 of registration. These kids are hungry to play. These kids are hungry to cheer. So that makes our jobs as Viking coaches all that much easier. You know, they want it. They love football. It's that time. So here we are. This is what we're going to do.
It's shown in the culture here, man. You guys obviously run a great program. I've walked around to all of these different divisions here. They look hungry. They look ready. Speaking of that, talk about how long you've been around this organization. Talk about what juices you up when it comes to football season, and tell us a little bit about what makes it just great to be a part of this Scranton community and who's come through it.
Well, believe it or not, this is my 19th season here with the Vikings. My son came through the whole organization. They won a Super Bowl. My daughter's cheerleading squad, all the way through the whole thing. And I decided to stay and just keep up with that same Viking energy and help coach up these kids, because you know what? At the end of the day, like, I love football. I love football so much, and to be able to put that in these kids and make them the champions that they're quickly becoming, that means a lot to me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's awesome to hear. Tell us about some of these junior Vikings that have come up through the program that you've seen over these past 19 years. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen in the community here.
Absolutely. I mean, we've had both, in my time here, we've had both McCarthy brothers. We've had Jacob Watts. We've had so many, just in the Scranton community. We have Zaya Small. She comes around. She knows all these kids. You know what I mean? So she comes up and cheers, and we all know what a 5-star athlete she is. The list goes on, man. It's just every single one of these kids can easily be put on that list of Viking greats. And from the I team all the way to the A, we got them coming up, and they're ready.
They look hungry, man. They certainly do. It's awesome to see all that talent that's come through this organization. It's really awesome to see. Going back to this, I mean, one of the things that obviously really, I think, just energizes anybody from this area, from any area, when they come to this facility, what are they going to expect from let's face it, man, you're the best announcer in the ACCJFL. That's no question. So tell us a little bit about what you get out of doing that, and then, we need a sampling.
I'll tell you what, I get everything out of it. One thing that these kids love to hear is their name. They love to hear a big call, and something I'm very passionate about is giving them that big call, is making the game enjoyable, not only for the kids, but for the fans. The fans get energized, they get pumped up. The girls they get more pumped up when they start hearing it getting nuts around here. I play the music for them.
Oh, yeah.
They dance, they just smile, they scream, they yell. The kids get pumped up when they hear their name. They hit the next play even harder. So that's why I do what I do. And if you really want to know what it's all about, I see a nice sack in the backfield. It's coming out with the sacked in the backfield.
The kids love it, man.
They love that.
They love it. They seriously love it, man. Trust me. Coming down here with the Junior Cougars, they love seeing you. They love hearing you. And exactly what you mentioned, man. That's exactly what these kids want to experience. They want to hear their names loud over the loudspeaker. One last thing that I love, especially when the games wrap up down here, talk about this concession stand, man. One of the best in the area.
All right, let me tell you what, the parents and the everybody that helps out with making this concession stand, probably one of the best I've ever been to. And not to mention, we have the only surf and turf special, which is the Swedish Fish and Slim Jims for $2. You can't beat that anywhere. But then we get Carl's sausage and peppers. We get Dina's meatballs. We get Tish making some delicious soup. I don't even know what the name of it is, but there's grass in there. We love it all. We just love it. With the Viking burgers, Viking fries. We got hot dogs, everything. Just come on down and eat. Everybody out there listening to this right now, come on down. Don't even watch the game. Just come on down and eat.
Absolutely. Hey, the concession stand's open here for practice. I'm probably going to take a little walk on over there and have myself a little dinner right after this. No doubt about it. George, any parting words for the junior Vikings here in Sportswire?
It's all I can tell you right now from the Vikings is Sportswire. We're glad you're aboard. We're glad you're reporting the news. We're glad you're the one that's out here doing what we need to hear, and that's about all of these great kids all around the 570. Thank you, Sportswire.
Appreciate that, George. Hey, and that leads me to something else, man. I know we've talked about this in the barber chair, man. Hell, we might as well just announce this right now. What are you thinking? Some time ago, there was a little bit of a podcast for this junior program, the ACCJFL.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on being one of those podcast announcers, along with Chris Conceretti, on the evenings here as we lead up to the playoffs here for the ACCJFL? Man, I think people want to hear you.
Just put the check in the mail. I'm there.
All right. Sounds good, brother. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Justin.